and take jobs with them or send them overseas really showed me how much we need our government and our community to work together to protect and to better upstate New York. And with that, I just have a few comments. I'll also be submitting written comments on SGIS. The first, and then we've heard it put so well tonight, we really need a comprehensive health assessment, and the Department of Health should be working with DEC in conjunction to create such a report. Second, if hydrofracking can be done in such a safe manner, then why not consider creating something like an escrow account per gas lease? That way the gas industry can put money in per each well. If something were to happen, like we saw in just Texas or Dimick, Pennsylvania, then at least the funds would be there immediately to assist the landowners. On top of that, someone mentioned earlier jobs. Where else will we get jobs from? Well, we're at an interesting point in our environmental consideration here, where we can look at the statewide system at the time and kind of take a path. We can put our funding and our research and our efforts into things like geothermal and solar, and we also should be looking at a legislative level and talking with our elected officials about what upstate needs. If that's putting funding into agriculture and helping the farms that have been here for generations, then that should be a consideration. Now, another issue about jobs is we saw with the recent flooding upstate New York, a lot of families, for example, the families in Owego, when the flooding occurred, weren't able to find temporary housing. A lot of the hotels were overrun by transient workers who are now doing gas drilling in Bradford County, Pennsylvania. So for all the jobs, and we'll have to talk about how many jobs will come into New York State with this, the question is that the real numbers? Is that really what's going to happen? Lastly, I was pretty much, well, I guess disappointed tonight that Senator Libous wasn't here. Maybe he submitted comments previously, and I hope that he did, but he came out with a news article a couple weeks ago where he told the rest of the state to stay out of the gas drilling debate and to leave it to upstate New York to work out. And that's really disappointing because what happens up here will impact the rest of the state. So I urge him to create those comments, to send them, and for his constituents to reach out to his office, because honestly, this is not just DEC, this is the rest of the state, this is our Senate, this is our Assembly, and our governor need to respond to this issue. With that, well, on that note,
excuse me, that was inappropriate, sir.
Oh, that's quite all right. I love upstate, I would love to move back.
Your time is up, however, now.
I will see you in New York City on November 30th.
Yes!